Welcome back. One final point before we go. The truth of the matter is, liberals are actually fine with authoritarianism as long as it advances their liberal causes. Case in point, you know there's something fishy going on here when liberals hurl accusations at Donald Trump like confetti, but kept their mouths closed for 8 years of President Obama. You can't have it both ways, guys. You liberals claim Donald Trump is a serial liar, but you ignored this.
If you like your doctor or healthcare plan, you can keep it. If you like your doctor, you can keep your doctor. If you like your private health insurance plan, you can keep your plan. Period.
You liberals declared it was racist to insinuate President Obama wasn't born in this country, but you ignored this.
Donald Trump, you don't stand for our values. That's what they said. Donald Trump, you didn't win this election.
It's actually worse than that. You owned that. You defended Tom Perez. On the show just this week, a liberal guest pivoted and said, well, Hillary Clinton won by 3 million votes. No condemnation, no outrage that the head of the Democratic Party was delegitimizing a vital institution of our republic and delegitimizing the President of the United States. You liberals scold President Trump for declaring war on the media, but you defend this perversion of journalism.
The Washington Post today calls the latest claims about Susan Rice anatomy of a fake scandal ginned up by right-wing media and Trump. So let us be very clear about this. There is no evidence whatsoever that the Trump team surveilled or was spied on illegally. There is no evidence that backs up the president's original claim. And on this program tonight, we will not insult your intelligence by pretending otherwise, nor will we aid and abet the people who are trying to misinform you, the American people, by creating a diversion.
You liberals accused Donald Trump of ripping families apart, but you stood silent when President Obama deported 2.5 million people. You condemned Donald Trump for pursuing the families of terrorists, but you ignored it when Obama deployed drone strikes and killed the families of terrorists. You blame Donald Trump for politicizing the intelligence community, but you defend Susan Rice unmasking the names of American citizens that should have remained masked. Where were you when Obama's NSA collected metadata on us, the American citizens? You liberals threw tantrums claiming Trump is fascist. He's authoritarian, you say, but you stood silent when President Obama abused executive actions. You hurl allegations of executive overreach at President Trump, but you stood silent when the Supreme Court overturned President Obama's immigration order. Somehow President Obama forgot the president can't write laws, only the legislature can. And I guess you liberals forgot that too. How convenient. You decry President Trump as a bigot, but you stood silent when President Obama defended marriage as between one man and one woman for 4 years until he needed re-election, and then he flip-flopped that stance. You liberals brand President Trump as a danger to our political system because he calls out judicial activism, but you stood silent when President Obama rebuked the Supreme Court to their faces in 2010 during the State of the Union address because he was fussy about how they ruled on Citizens United. Here's the thing. How are we supposed to take you liberals seriously when the past 8 years you ignored Obama doing exactly what you accused Trump of doing? How are we supposed to trust your judgment when you gin up outrage, claim our republic is under attack just because you don't like Donald Trump? You never said a word criticizing Obama? And that's my final point. You can reach me on Twitter at Liz_Wheeler. If you liked the show, please send me an email at oann.com/contact. In the meantime, catch us here tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern. And until then, have a good night.